Guys, before I start the video, I just want to say that shout out to my boy FT Scoop. He is actually doing a giveaway. He has partnered up with Elgato. He is doing a giveaway for the HD60, not the HD60 Pro, but the HD60. I'll provide his link in the description if anyone who wants to start off a new channel or who already has a channel but is really trying to get down and busy with his YouTube, you know what I'm saying, or streaming. You know, you could use the HD60 to stream, to live stream as well. So please holla at him, go to his channel, see what's up, and you know, his Twitter as well. And I'll put the link in the description for you guys, and hope you guys, one of you guys, lucky winners, you know what I'm saying. So let's get to this video. What's going on, guys? Your boy 3MG. So I'm here giving you my first impressions on Star Wars Battlefront. You are watching me play it on the PC version. I have played it on the PS4 version. Great game. I hear on XboxOne it's also working great. Just real quick, I just want to give my hand to EA. I've never been truly into the Star Wars franchise. Let me just be honest here. I have never really been into the Star Wars franchise at all. And you know, I do know of the music. I know of some or most characters, and I know of its style and its sci-fi, you know, political type of, you know, whatever you want to call it, and its genre. So my thing is, when I jumped into this game, what got me so interested was not only just how good the game looked, was just the music. You know, I played the old Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 2, as well as I bought it on the PC recently. But just playing this game, and I was just like, wow, this whole flavor of just Star Wars, and I just couldn't even believe it. Like, I was like, oh my god, like the music, the instrumental in the background, just how the game looks as a whole. DICE, the ones who made Battlefield 3, 4, and previous Battlefields, not the ones who made Battlefield Hardline, they were the ones working on this title. And I know it was a lot of work because, you know, it's not just a reskin. You know, I was assuming this was going to be like a reskin, you know, like what Visceral Games did with Hardline. They reskin that game. It's basically the same game, just in a different coat of paint, different type of style. But with this game, you really had to get critical. You had to really go dig and deep in with this game and really change the pace of the game, the style of the game, the gun mechanics of the game, the names, just the DNA of itself. You can't just sit here and say it's Battlefield. What you could say is, oh, it got great graphics like Battlefield, movement maybe like Battlefield, but it does have like a nice airy type of movement to it. I noticed when I move my character around, it ain't just the same subtle movement that I've had with the previous Battlefield games. I just really appreciate what they've done with this game, how good it looks, and just how, you know, how it's performing so far for me and my experience in the beta. But let's get really into the game, and let me just let you know my first impressions. Okay, so first, once I booted this game up, they had two modes already for you, which was Walker Assault and Drop Zone. Drop Zone, basically, you and your team, you have to capture pods in different locations of the maps. And I mean, for the most part, I was having fun with that. But I will tell you right now, the teams that the people I played with, were playing it like it was Team Deathmatch. They weren't even really capturing the pod. So I got destroyed. You know, every time you capture a pod, there was another one, and you know, I was just like, oh my god, this is dreadful. Like, it was just disgusting at first that my team wasn't like really capturing the pods, and I was really just trying to get the gist of the game. But I mean, that game mode, I would really rather just play with my boys than just some randoms. So I'll just let you know right now, you're gonna encounter this. You may encounter this when you play with some randoms, that playing Drop Zone may not be the best bet for you if you're playing by yourself, maybe with your boys, because the team is just trash. You know, none of them really go ahead and really, you know, play the objective right. And that was just in my experience, like I said. But I like the game mode, and I'm really interested to really game with my boys on this game. Walker Assault, I'm in love with this mode. I know they only gave us two modes, so that was all I can really experience. So basically, with Walker Assault, if you do choose the Rebels, you actually, well, if you're put in the Rebels team, you actually have to take down the AT-ATs, or just AT-ATs. I'm an idiot, you know me. And you have to take them down before those big robots reach your base. So they will take over certain, well, they'll be bypassing through certain areas of the maps. And you know, on the other team who has these AT-AT walkers, you also have to reach the uplink station, and in order to call in your Y-wings. But it's just not that easy, because the uplink station, you have to hold it down until it's all cleared, and then you can call in your wild wings to fly and try to bomb the AT-AT, and you have to weaken its defense. It's ridiculous how it works. I love the map mode. That's why that objective, you really need to play as a team. And for the most part, I had a lot of fun. A lot of the guys were playing as a team. Now, that with those two map modes aside, I would say you really have to experience those two map modes, especially playing with friends or not. You just need to really get into the game. You can play this in either first person or third person. I love the fact that both feel balanced to me. I do know that when you're like from a far distance, I prefer to use, you know, my first person mode, and up close I don't mind using my third person mode. That's just me, but I love how it works. But to really get into this game, they give you like what, 2 characters, and they give you a couple, like at least 3 to 4 weapons if I'm not mistaken, of course, with some cards. And basically with these star cards, you can unlock like a grenade, a thermal detonator, or a cycle rifle, or iron shot. And with the cycle rifle, hopefully I provide some content here as I'm speaking about the cycle rifle. Bruh, the shit is beastly. I was getting headshots, even regular body shots. The shit is just amazing. I love the sound of it. For the most part, the guns sound fucking dope as hell. The weapons, just the music, like I've mentioned before, is just amazing in the game. How I feel and everything, I'm just like, oh, this shit captured my attention. And the way you unlock this, I see it as currency. I haven't really paid too much attention into like the point system, but I do know that when you level up, you have to hit like a certain rank, as well as get like a bunch of points, and you use those points to purchase, you know, the cards or a weapon as your primary. And I'm just gonna call that the currency in Star Wars. So you just need to go hand, play the objective, and for the most part, at the end, you'll just be able to use your currency, whatever, to unlock the actual weapon. And like I said, they had like 4 weapons. The basic weapon that you start off with, then you got something like the E11, you have the DH17, the DLT19. Now I don't know what those other guns do. I've unlocked the E11, I purchased that one, and I just know like I'm paying attention to like the cooling power, the range, rate of fire, and the damage on the gun, so I decided to go with that. And yeah, you can definitely tell on the battlefield how the guns work. I love everything so far, and this is not to say that, oh, this is definitely a pickup. I need to continue playing. Hopefully within a couple of days that this beta is released and open, they give you more options and they open up more of the beta for you, giving you more weapons to use, to choose from, and more maps and more modes, because I can't really determine that I will purchase this game based on 2 map modes and 2 maps. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. There's gonna be some people saying, yo, nah, this shit is just amazing. That's it. I'm buying it. This is the best shit. Hell yeah. I'm saying it, yes, I feel that same way, but I need more. I just don't want to rely on these 2 modes and then just think from here, okay, that's it. Because there is a slight difference between this game and Battlefield. With this one, you don't see the same kind of mechanics or the accessories used in game or attachments. Is not like that. Like in Battlefield, you had like fucking almost 70 something guns and shit. It doesn't look like it's approaching me in that way. And here the selection seems very little. I'm not sure. I know it's a beta, but I'm not too sure, is this how it's gonna look in the full game, or is there gonna be more? I mean, I know you're gonna be able to choose other characters in the full game, but still, I would like more variety so far to really get a huge, you know, a better opinion on whether or not I'm gonna purchase this game. But so far, I'm having a lot of fun. That's not to say that I haven't encountered bullshit. Of course, I encountered some bugs, some glitches here. That's to be expected. It's a freaking beta. But I'm gonna tell you right now, something I haven't encountered is actually connection issues. When I play this on the PC, this shit is, that said, I'm in a lobby, I'm good money. So I haven't really encountered any connection issues. I'm probably gonna encounter some later on this weekend. I only played like 2-3 matches on the PS4, but for the most part I'm on the PC with this one. I'm gonna be real, just because I want to max out them graphics. It looks really good. But like I said, you really need to try this game out if you have any of the 3 platforms. If you have a PS4, Xbox One, or PC, there should be no need why you should be denying this game or dodging this game. Like, for real, because this game is free for everybody. The beta is free and available for everyone, so you should just give it a try. There's nothing wrong. I know in the beginning I was just like, I don't like how the gun shoots, but I'm like, what am I doing? This is not a fucking Battlefield gun on gun. This is Star Wars. And I'm like loving it so far. I'm really enjoying it. And this is, like I said, this is not going to determine whether or not I'm gonna buy the game or not. This is my first impressions of the game, but so far I'm having so much fun What consoles or platform do you have this on? I'm willing to play. I need to make a couple of vids. I need some of my subs in my vids. Hit me up. But it's your boy 3MG. Hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions. This is just how I feel about the game. My first time playing it for the few hours that I've played. And let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I didn't just confuse you guys a bit. But yeah, it's your boy 3MG and I'm out. Peace.